Hello, I'm Nathan Skipper. I'm VP of Quality and Software Solutions for Montgomery Technology Incorporated here in Greenville, Alabama, and I'd like to give you a demo or an overview of our NetMedia Commander software. The NetMedia Commander software is the administrative software that controls the video visitation system both for from-home visitation and on-site visitation within our system. It has the ability to schedule, to manage inmates and visitors, to monitor and record. It has the capabilities of administering both ad hoc or instantaneous visits and also scheduled visits. And it can do a lot of this automatically, so the operator is just responsible for monitoring the progress of the visits as they occur. It can also archive and store archives of the activity for the sessions, and it records just about everything that can be recorded with relation to what is going on in the system. As with most systems of this type, the MTI NetMedia Commander software provides user management, and so you have the ability to create logons that can cover any number of permission levels. I can go here to edit users, and you can see that I have a number of user options from the ability to select groups and establish groups that have different permission levels, or I can have custom permission levels based on what I want a particular user or group to be able to access. So I have a number of things that I can do with this software. For one, I can interface it to a JMS system, and in doing that I can view my inmate information for the system and see where my inmates are located and what status they have as far as disciplinary restrictions. I can place any inmate on disciplinary restriction until a certain date. I can mark that inmate as a person of interest, so that if I want to be notified when that person is visiting and be reminded of that each time their monitoring session comes around, then I can do that. I can add and keep up with approved visitors, so that I can you can allow only approved visitors to visit this person, and I can also even keep up with their picture so that I can verify that the right inmate is at the screen at the time. I can also manage my visitors so that the information that they give me from the website as they register, or the information that they fill in when they come into the visitation center, I can enter that information in as well, and I can keep up with a picture of them. I can even get down to printing a card that we can pass out to the visitors so that they can have a visitation card that they use when they come in. We can also, if the JMS system, the jail management system, provides a interface for doing warrant checks, we can do an instantaneous warrant check on a visitor. This is done from this form, or it can be done at the time that the visitor schedules the visit, so that we know immediately whether or not that person should be allowed to visit. Another thing that we can do is manage a no contact list. Now, one of the things that this software allows you to do is you have several different options and many configuration options on how you want to handle visits. You can either allow inmates to visit with anyone except for those who are on no contact, or you can restrict it to just an approved visitor list. If it's an approved visitor list that you're going to use, then the inmate can only visit with the visitors on that approved list. If you want him to be able to visit with whomever comes in the door except for those on no contact, then you would use this no contact form to designate a visitor and an inmate, or even just the inmate can't visit with anybody, or the visitor can't visit with anybody. So you have the ability to put a visitor on restriction permanently or for a designated length of time, and to give a reason for it. You can also manage this the schedule for the visits, and you can set up for today's visit or visit schedule, or you can go as far out into the future as you want to set up schedules. And this gives you a number of sorting options, so I can pick the area that I want to look at and hit load, and I can come here and pick a visitor station, pick my time slot at 7 a.m., pick a visitor station that I want to have that visit arranged for, pick my inmate and my visitor, and or type it in, and this will pull from past experience or from approved visitors, and I can put a current status of awaiting visit and put some notes if I want to, and hit save. And once I save that, it will show in the schedule. One of the really neat things that we do is we interface to our video visitation system using a document control or document presentation system, or that we call Doc Scroll. In the Doc Scroll feature, what you're able to do is present advertisements and announcements, maybe an inmate handbook, video, an orientation video, whatever you want to present. But you can also post your schedule for tomorrow based on what you've already filled out. And so if I, as an operator at the end of the day, want to post the schedule for tomorrow, then I hit this export button here, and it exports to the document presentation system so that the inmate knows exactly where to go. And it will export per area so that you don't have to worry about providing information to an enemy of the inmate because it's displaying on just that screen. I have the option to do ad hoc visits or monitor visits that start automatically based on the schedule by going to the active session screen, and in doing that I can pick visits that I want to start, and I can pick a time limit. I can pick the inmate from the list of available inmates, or I can enter in information, and the same is true for the visitor. And then I can select whether or not I want to record this. By default, it does record every visit that for which we have available recording. So I start this visit, and then I can monitor that visit as well on my active session monitor screen. You'll see it come up and cycle through these visits in just a moment. I get the video for the visitor and the inmate as it goes. I can also watch this particular visit, or I can break into it if I need to interrupt any behavior that isn't permitted, or I can end the visit at any moment. Now if I end the visit, then it gives me a calls for a reason, for me to give a reason for why I ended that visit, so that I can document that, you know, I ended it because of inappropriate behavior or because of whatever reason I want to give, or I can cancel and just say I don't want to document. But everything is logged in the system, so that if I look at the activity log for today, I'll see what went on during that day, and I can sort it and arrange it based on date and time, and wildcard searches on descriptions and title of the search and the operator. I can sort it based on date and title and operator, and any arrangement that I want. I can export it to an HTML file so that I can run different reports, pull it into Excel or Word or whatever I want to do. So this system records and monitors all sorts of activity on the system. And I also have the option to do several things that are convenient. I can manage my document presentation system and pick how I want that to be arranged. I can edit my holidays for my from home so that I can say we're not going to have visitation during this day. I can set up my location information for my from home, and I can manage my schedule configuration. this is just an overview of all the things that the NetMedia Commander software can do. It can do much more than that, from using visitation kiosks to automatically activate visits and to manage the registration process, all the way to managing and automating the complete process so that the operator isn't involved in the administration and only in the monitoring and enforcement of regulations. Thank you for your time.